无论你想拥有属于自己的咖啡厅，或是饺子馆、水果铺，或是手机 App 开发主，每个人的心里也许都住着一个创业者。在这个做指甲也要互联网化，卖包子也要 O2O 的创业时代，蠢蠢欲动的你还在等什么？
Yes, actually I have my own business.
网站或者是 APP.
Just like a food place probably.
非常的难。
Getting it to people, the customers, might be the hardest part.
I guess money too.
中国有一句俗话叫"教会徒弟，饿死师傅"。不过这句话呢，在高唱着分享精神的今天呢，可能就有一些不适用了。但是啊，我们就碰到了这么一个创业者啊，他不但呢不忌讳分享自己的创业经历，而且呢还主动去和别人分享他的创业秘诀，更呢是拉上一群创业成功人士做起了创业导师。他到底是一个什么样的人，又有着怎样的创业故事呢？今天呢，我们的创美团队还专门第一次来到了坐落在美国南部的德克萨斯州的 Austin， 一起来了解一下这个 amazing 的公司 amazing.com。
上 Amazing 课，创 Amazing 业，欢迎收看由 Amazing.com 赞助播出的 Amazing 创业美国第3季。
Because building a business, no matter how good the training is still a lot of work, and there's inevitably going to be, problems.
Matt Clark， 投资人，连环创业者，年仅22岁就创立了自己的第一家公司，并且很快估值100万。2012年，在线教育平台开始风靡 ，Matt 很快看到了人们的需求和市场商机，于是联合搭档 Jason Kassenbach， 于2013年成立了为创业者提供创业课程指导的在线教育平台 Amazing.com， 担任 CEO 兼线上导师。
Online education is pretty popular now.
Yeah.
What's the missing piece?
There's a lot of books out there. You can read a lot of books on doing business. You can watch videos on YouTube. You can watch TED Talks. You can watch all kinds of stuff. The problem is that's really giving you information on how to build a business, whereas our focus has always been on getting you to actually build the business. And one way to look at it is we're kind of like Netflix for entrepreneurs. We go out and we find people that have been successful in business, and we sort of work with them to create a course, and then we put that course, which is all online based, on our platform, and then members can join, and then they can go and take these courses and really learn how to build a business.
I'd signed up for a handful of $99 courses in the past and got $99 experiences out of them. And with this one, it was honestly the best money I've ever spent. Because from that, so many things came.
And I'm just going to go ahead and follow every step that these guys have laid out. And really, it was a lot of trust.
And my brother and I joined up and started selling our first products. And we launched actually in May of 2013. And from the point that we actually made our first sale at the end of May, I knew this was going to work for us.
So how effective the courses are from the feedback you got?
And we've had members that have signed up, and then, after a year or 2 years, they've gone on to build businesses doing millions of dollars a year in sales. A guy named John, so he's John out in Florida. He basically, he had run a few businesses in the past. He actually started off, he was a police officer for about 11 years. So his business started kind of going down. He's got 5 kids. He's got a big family to take care of. He was in a rough spot. And then so he ends up joining, Amazing.com, and so he takes and starts building the business. He's not a software person, any of that sort of stuff. So he starts building this business, and before too long, it starts taking off. It starts cranking along. He's doing extremely well, and then he's able to sort of regain his confidence.
Amazing.com 打造的创业课程经过3年的精心磨练，目前已经积累了9万注册学生。他们当中既有不满16岁的初中生，也有刚退休的老爷爷。很多人从普通打工族一跃成为了生意兴隆的创业者。
How many courses are there?
It's growing pretty quickly because we started off creating most of them or all of them in-house. We would either create them ourselves or we would bring in an expert and then we would create it with that person. So right now it's probably 100 that are available. And then we have about another 400 that are waiting for us just to review.
So do you cover different industries?
We started with a big expertise in selling on Amazon, but we've also got instructors teaching things on how to publish books, how to do mobile apps, how to do all kinds of different advertising.
在线教育资源如何定价，一直是很多同类型公司不断探索的问题。定价太低，容易造成资源浪费；定价太高，又容易流失潜在学生。Amazing 在创立之初，原本定价每门课$1000，为了吸引更多潜在会员，很快在策略上做了调整。目前每月只要交付$39的会费，就能在 Amazing.com 的平台上自由选择课程。今天 Amazing.com 的导师名单可谓既接地气也够高端，从美国爆火的创业真人秀创智赢家评委 Kevin Harrington 到曾经也是 Amazing.com 注册学生，在这个网络大学堂毕业后生意一路青云直上的大学长，甚至 Matt 自己都是 Amazing.com 精品导师库的珍藏。
You just mentioned that there are some star instructors. How did you persuade them to put courses on Amazing.com?
For a lot of people, they just want to sort of help people and teach what they know. As far as recruiting more people like that, we realize that we have to make sure that the quality bar stays very high for us, because they don't want to have their course alongside of people who are unethical or not very good quality. So that's pretty important for us going forward. If we want to take somebody who's been successful in business and have them come create a course with us, they're likely going to want to be paid for something. Even if they're extremely well off, we have to compensate people that way.
Can we still see your video on Amazing.com?
Yeah, so I actually have one course I created in there called Cash Flow MBA. And so it was really some of the stuff that I learned early on, something I figured out, and I thought it'd be cool to create, so I created that. Within the next few months anyways, probably release a new one.
It was just amazing to know that we were selling the products that were pulling in a significant amount of revenue for us. In fall of 2013, October, we hit $25,000 in sales a month. If you think about that, that's 2 months past August. So we had more than doubled our business from that point in time.
在到访奥斯汀之前，创美团队特意在微信平台筹集了粉丝们五花八门的创业问题。我们这就来看看，作为导师的 Matt 是如何解答你的疑问的。
Crowdfunding is probably one of the craziest things I've seen in doing any business stuff, because I've seen people that, a lot of times, you're struggling, you're trying to start a business with a few $1,000s, or you're trying to go raise money, you're really trying to scrape by until you build up some traction. But I've seen people that have gone out there and launched crowdfunding campaigns and have raised millions of dollars. There was one that I was looking at that it was for potato salad, and people just bought onto it, and the guy raised $60,000. So obviously, if you're launching a legitimate business, I think it's great. So a lot of people do that, I guess, in really all over the world. For example, in the U.S., with Dr. Dre, a rapper out of all things, so he, built the Beats headset with a partnership, and then he ended up making, I don't know, $600 million out of it or something crazy like that. And so there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of people who want to go out there and they want to feel a connection to somebody, even if they don't know them. They want to feel a connection to them, and there's people that do it on YouTube all day long in the U.S., and I'm sure on Youku in China. There's people that are doing that sort of thing, and now people are getting smart in terms of how to turn that into an actual business. Obviously you have to be careful, because you don't want to just promote products all day long, otherwise your people will leave and you won't pay attention. But there's a lot of power. If you're the celebrity, that's probably fine, but it obviously probably gets harder to sell the business down the road if you're so tied into it.
Since your platform is leading a lot of people to start their startups, what do you think? What's the most popular trends now, and where are you seeing the most opportunities?
Say that in the past, dealing with a big platform, whether the big platform back in the day would have been like eBay, for example. A big platform like that used to be kind of something you did on the side. But nowadays what we're seeing is that these platforms have become the place people want to buy stuff. We've seen some of the biggest businesses on the planet now built almost exclusively using these big platforms. Take Uber, for example. Valued at something like 60 billion plus now. They're essentially a mobile app.
一个漂亮的小姑娘，为什么会想要去做癌症研究？
我挺喜欢做跑销售，他们觉得我这个风格还挺不错。
刚刚大学毕业的 Matt 首先进入了一家金融公司，坐办公室不到1年 ，Matt 很快感到厌倦。于是，2009年，22岁的他辞去了工作，创立了自己的第一家电商网站，专售保健产品。很快摸清了电商销售秘诀的他，迅速把产品扩展到上千种，并且另外筹建了30家电商网站进行销售。然而这个时候，他的最大竞争对手出现了，这就是亚马逊。于是 Matt 敏锐地觉察到了市场的变化，开始把战场从自己的网站主场转移到了亚马逊这个客场平台。这时，他遇见了自己的联合创始人 Jason Kassenbeck， 2个销售精英联手开发了一门叫 Amazing Selling Machine 销售机器的课程。后来，这门课也成为了 Amazing.com 的前身。由于这堂课在网络上叫好又叫座， Matt 说服 Jason 在2013年联手成立 Amazing.com。Why
do you want to share your tips to others?
What really sort of gives me value is finding a way to help other people, because I've seen how beneficial it has been for me. I had 2 parents that were entrepreneurs. I experienced, when we were younger, like any entrepreneur, we had ups and we had downs, and it was just sort of natural for business. And so I realized, there's a lot of people out there who they are not in good financial situations. They, either it's an economy thing, or maybe they just never knew that there's another way other than going out there and hoping you get a job. And so I know there's a lot of need out there, and so that to me is much more rewarding than just sitting there and hiding all this information and just sort of like, making money, I guess.
和许多创业者不同，从22岁创建自己第一家公司的 Matt 早已积累了足够的财富。他决定甩开投资人，做自己的伯乐。
Did you invest yourself?
Yeah, so when we first started, we didn't have an office or any of that sort of stuff, and so we were able to get things going pretty inexpensively. As we've grown, we've had to invest more, but it's not like we had to start with some big startup capital, and we never have gone down the road of getting investors, have never needed them or any of that sort of thing.
Until now?
Yeah, still haven't needed them, yeah.
Oh, so you grow just organically?
Organically, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So what's the most rewarding moment so far?
I would say it was probably, I think it was the live event that had about 3,000 people.
Yeah.
At
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, we've done it a few times in Vegas, but this was the biggest one in Vegas, yeah. But in Vegas, all these people are the members, and so we do the sort of thing at the live event, and it's 3 days, and then it's done, and then we had a line all around the sort of stage, probably 300-400 people that wanted to come take pictures. And they were like, oh my God, you changed my life, and this and that, and so it was just, it was pretty incredible.
伴随互联网的发展，政府的鼓励和扶持，中国正迎来前所未有的创业潮。更多人选择与其跪着要饭，不如站着挣钱。2010年，一份有关全球各国新公司数量增长的百分比排名中，中国已经冲向榜首。悲观者认为这不过是一场泡沫，乐观者则看到了一场新的经济转型。在这一创业狂潮中 ，Matt 也看到了其中的机会，希望引领一众导师把创业秘籍带到中国市场。但是，要想深入打入市场，需要突破的瓶颈还有很多。
There's a few challenges. Obviously, the language barrier. Right now, trying to figure out the multiple languages, which means a multiple language site. Other thing in China is, there's some of the restrictions that are in place there make it difficult to do technology-related stuff. For example, it's hard for us just to have our regular website over there.
What's your vision for Amazing.com in 5 to 10 years?
I want us to, like I said, have the best quality experience for anybody wanting to build a business. So that means best platform, best community, best courses. Ultimately, I want it to be a place where millions of people are coming on every single day to meet other entrepreneurs, to talk with other entrepreneurs, to learn how to build businesses, and we're changing lives sort of all over the planet.